Welcome back to Corpus Cinema Control. I kind of said that weird. Cinema? Corpus Cinema Control. Alright. This one should be a little short video. But I saw this short film recently I just want to talk about. Oh, yeah. I should also mention Corpus Cinema Control, where we talk about experimental film, silent film, video art, art house cinema, etc., etc. Oh, silent films? Did I say that? All the good stuff everybody loves, and nobody hates that stuff at all, I'm sure. Nobody doesn't watch it. Yeah, I'm not the only one that watches it. Okay, got a interesting little film here. This shouldn't be a long video at all. I just wanted to briefly talk about it because I thought it was beautiful. This one is called Her Glacial Speed, and it's by an artist named Eve Heller. And I believe it came out in 2001. 16mm, black and white, silent film. That's right, guys. And I think it's like 5 minutes long. From my notes here, from Light Cone, I believe. Good website. And here's a quick description of it on the website. So this will give you a synopsis. But it's a lot of natural images. The world as seen in a teardrop of milk. I set out to make a film about how unwitting constellations of meaning rise to a surface of understanding at a pace outside of worldly time. That's important. This premise became a self-fulfilling prophecy. An unexpected interior began to unfold, made palpable by a trauma that remains abstract. Now, the pace outside of worldly time. Yes. This is a slow film. I mean, it's not that slow. It's only 5 minutes long, right? But it's a slow film. It takes its time. The shots are surprisingly long for a 5-minute film. Lots of shots of natural things, trees, flowers, things like this. And it sort of seems to depict either like a dreamscape of a female character, this woman sleeping, that we see all this natural stuff intercut with her sleeping, or it's a film depicting Mother Nature, maybe a sleeping Mother Nature, not sure. But wow, the rhythm. I say this about all the films I like, honestly, but and as you'll see if you watch any of my videos, but the rhythm is gorgeous, and the imagery is gorgeous, and the way that certain shots unfold, I mean, is stunning, and everything I love about cinema is there. There's a shot in there that is so amazing of this camera panning upwards or booming upwards. I don't know all the fucking terms, right? But the camera booming upwards along the trunk of a tree, and it pushes through the leaves. You know, the camera it's sort of the fourth wall breaking thing, but the camera pushes up through the leaves, and it's so slow and meticulous and gorgeous. I mean, I could watch stuff like that for hours, honestly. It's I don't know, it's just the beauty of the nature, and it's like a beautifully written sentence, that shot, where it just flows effortlessly unlike how I'm saying that word. It flows effortlessly, as does much of the rest of the film. There's this feeling of just the infinite of everything, the infinity of the universe, if I'm saying that right. You know, gravity, particles, the natural world, the invisible. We see like particles in the air falling down in one shot, this beautiful sort of sublime shot. Oh, and another thing about that tree shot, as well as the cutting altogether, as well as the presence of the woman character who's asleep, there's the narration of the film, or the point of view of the film, is not invisible, right? It makes itself known. The camera is an object, you know. The character is there. The cutting is apparent, right? Despite how effortless the whole film feels, the narration is not invisible, which is an interesting aspect of this film, which you would think works against its sort of simple, effortless beauty, but it doesn't. It aids it somehow. I mean, it's just shocking. It's just beautiful. And the speed of the film, or the slowness of the film, I mean, the slowness of certain shots, how certain shots feel like they're sort of in slow motion, goes along with sort of the dream realm, sleeping. Obviously dreams don't happen in slow motion, at least not in my experience, but throughout cinematic history, a lot of dreams have happened in slow motion. So it can go along with the dream world in that respect, or it can also go along with the slow turning of nature and the world, Mother Nature, you know, as this character may be, Mother Nature. Just the speed of the earth, etc., etc. I've already said it's slow. And then, interestingly, we get one, I believe just one, maybe two, shots of a close-up of a skull. And I didn't even realize that's what it was at first. Maybe because I'm not all there. Or because of the chiaroscuro lighting of the skull, which is so harsh, and as opposed to all the other lighting and imagery of the film, the lighting on the skull is so contrasted, black and white, harsh, deep black shadows, you know. I don't know, it just, that with the blooming flower is the cycle of life, which sort of relates to the last film I talked about, Passion. The flower opening, and that skull, that haunting skull image. You know, even though it's shot in this dark light, that within the context of the rest of the images, it doesn't feel so terrifying. It feels beautiful and like it makes sense. Like, it is not a fear of death. The skull does not come at the end. It's not so terrifying, you know. It is just as beautiful and abstract and natural as everything else, which I think is important to the film. It goes along with the cycle. Anywho, another thing about this film that is interesting, that may or may not go along with the cycle, the cycle. There's an old man standing, looking at his feet outside, looking at leaves on the ground. What a beautiful image. Oh, and here's another one in my rear view, walking with two walking sticks. Anywho, another thing about the film which could possibly relate to the whole theme of the circle of time and nature and seasons and so on and so forth, and life and death. I might be wrong about this, but it has a sort of mirror structure to it. Not a perfect mirror, but sort of halfway down the film. It sort of mirrors itself. God, I'm saying this word too many times, I can't talk. But, and it repeats the same shots from the beginning in reverse order, loosely. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but actually, you know what? I'm probably going to cut that out. It doesn't matter. But hey, this film is short and beautiful, like a beautiful little poem. I thought I would just make a quick video about it. So you should check it out. Her Glacial Speed by Eve Heller, 2001. Pretty sure you can watch this on Lightcone. Oh no, I think I saw this on Vimeo. Anywho, it's one of the two. I'll put a link in the description. You can check it out there. And also, if you're so inclined, you can check out my experimental films. Just look up my name, Connor Parsley. I have another YouTube channel. Or my website, connorparsley.com. They're all there too. All up and freely available. Making no money because no one wants to watch them. Alright, have a good one. And see you in the next video.